So what is the difference between responsive search ads and dynamic search ads in Google Ads? Well, it's pretty straightforward once you kind of understand how these two different types work. It'll make a lot more sense. But first things first, if we're in Google Ads and we're under campaigns and ads here, I've actually selected an ad group that's a dynamic ad group. And in here we have a dynamic ad, right? You can see the ad type, expanded dynamic search ad. And click and edit this, there's really only two things it's letting us change in here, which is description number 1 and description number 2. You can see the rest of these it's saying will be dynamically generated. So it's going to dynamically populate the landing page, headline, and the display URL. So basically what that means is we're going to give Google Ads a description 1 and a description 2, and then we're going to let it use its AI or machine learning to determine what should be shown as the headline and what page to send the traffic to, etc., etc. So it's more or less going to create the ads for us. And this can be quite beneficial especially if you have, like, let's say an e-commerce business with thousands of products on your website. Instead of going through and creating thousands of unique ads, you could technically just use a dynamic search ad like this. And Google's then going to determine, based on what somebody is searching for, what headline they should show and which display URL should be shown, basically what product to send the person to. And that can allow you to set up ads to all your products at once dynamically, rather than going through and individually creating ads for every single product on your website. So highly beneficial. This can also work even if it's not an e-commerce, like this one is for a custom closet company. And we're just testing it against the traditional responsive search ads to see what's actually getting the better performance. And in this case, it actually looks like it's the responsive search ads that are outperforming. So I think we did end up pausing this ad group. But this is a dynamic search ad, right? Then if we head over here to this other ad group, it's going to have some expanded text ads, which are no longer available. You can't really edit or do anything with those. But we do have our responsive search ad right here as well. And that's going to use the actual headlines that we give and the actual URL that we provide and the descriptions that we provide in order to create the ads. So that's where we're actually supplying all the information for the ad copy, and then Google is doing some stuff to kind of test and see what works the best. So if we click edit right here, it's a little easier to tell what's going on. We have the page that we're going to be sending the traffic to, so we can manually select that here, right? And then we have the different headlines, which can manually be inputted in here, as well as the descriptions, which can manually be inputted in here. And this is all that's going to be used for the ad itself. So it's only going to use a collection of these headlines as well as these descriptions, pointing the traffic or sending the traffic to whatever page we indicate right here. What it's going to do from there is it's going to take all these headlines and descriptions and it's going to combine them into different variations. So you can see it doing that right here, where it's having these two are pinned for the first headline here, so it's actually putting those two, switching between those two in this first headline section, but then it's choosing from all these other headline options and creating a bunch of variations of the ad here. This is quite helpful because Google can use its AI or machine learning to test a whole bunch of variations of this ad copy and determine what's working best. It can also, if somebody is searching for locally owned and operated closet installation company, it can pick that up and actually add in some specific headlines that we've chosen that correlate to what that person is looking for. So there's different ways that it can, in real time, choose more relevant headlines and descriptions. It's not really going to change the final URL here at all, but it can swap these headlines and descriptions out as needed in order to show the most relevant ad possible. So that's kind of the basics of responsive search ads versus dynamic search ads, and kind of when you would want to use each. I mean, ultimately I would test both of them and just see what's working out the best, but the data never lies, as they say. But either way, I hope you did find this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. You can just drop your questions in the comments section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there.
Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies in different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here, and really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and look forward to working with you.